Good evening, traders. This is the trading plan for 19th of July 2022. Today we got to see a beautiful up move both in case of Nifty and Bank Nifty. It was a broad-based rally, and the recent swing, the pivot high of 16 to 50 was also taken out today, which is a good thing. We incidentally got to see a couple of freak ticks in both the indices, but again, that's only from a technical standpoint. You need not put much good into that or much weightage into that. We are in a sustained uptrend as of now, and if I have to look at a higher time frame to find my next reference levels where selling had earlier happened, where old sellers are present, then these levels are 16,450. Sorry, 16,440 to 16,470. So this is a very good reference again to review any kind of selling resistance that we can see in the markets, or for fresh selling to come in, where we can use to deploy positional shorts for 1-2%. For all intents and purposes, right now, as of this moment, we are in a sustained uptrend, and you can, again, as I keep saying, you may get intraday pullbacks of 0.5%, 1% down, or you may have of 2-3 days, you may have one downer day of 1.5%, and you can play that on an intraday basis. But honestly, do not be positionally short in this market for now. uh, I'm not saying that index will there is absolutely zero chance for index to start coming down from here. There will always be that 1-2% chance, because in markets nothing is certain. But again, the incidence of it happening, the probability of it happening at this point of time is very low. So even though you cannot always say 100% where the market can go, you need to be clear with the process, the action plan that you will have, because ultimately markets are here forever. But if we trade carelessly, our trading accounts will not be here forever. So my action plan for now is, the bare minimum I would wait for 16,450 to 16,470 to hit before I even start to look at shorts on a positional basis. Or on the other hand, the largest of today's buyers are present between 16,220 to 16,250. If these buyers start to give up 16,220 to 250, one moment. So this is the level. At least these buyers would need to start to give up for me even to start thinking or looking at positional shorts. Let's see which one of it will happen. Or let us say we have a gap up opening tomorrow, and index and we don't see these buyers giving up, or we don't see index touching these levels, but it's just in between. Then there is nothing much we can do at this point than wait. Once these buyers start to give up, that is when I would review once again and see what kind of action to be taken from a short perspective. Until then, you will find it much more easier to trade longs than shorts in the current market. If something changes from a volume analytics perspective, if I see some large institutional selling happening into the market, or buying absorption happening, I will make it a point to update. And as usual, in the Telegram channel that I where I post my trades in live markets, I will make it a point to definitely update over there, so you can join it and stay tuned. Now, if we look at Bank Nifty, in case of Bank Nifty, the reference that I'm looking at as of now is 35,580 to 35,660. Again, this is on a higher time frame where selling had come in earlier. So let's just mark it. 35,580 to 35,660. So let's wait for Bank Nifty to test those levels before I, just in line with Nifty, let's wait for price to at least hit those levels and start seeing the reaction there from here. And if I have to talk about the largest of today's buyers, where exactly they are present between 35,320 to 35 430. One moment. 35 320 to 35 440 or 50 in this case. 440, I'm so sorry. 35 320 to 35 440. So these are the price bands that I have. This one has become irrelevant now, so I'll remove that. So if you want to attempt a short in case of Bank Nifty, the bare minimum is to wait for it to go below 35,320 or wait for it to test 35,580 to 35,660 and look for rejection on a 5 minutes time frame. So I have another important point with respect to price action that I want to tell every one of you. Usually after in a trending day like this, in a straight upside day or a day where you only see down moves, what happens is that traders tend to make a good amount of money, those who are in the direction of the trend, which is a very good thing. But then if at all you tend to make extraordinary gains on such days, try to reset your mind or withdraw those profits from your account. I just don't expect you to achieve the same thing on a day after day basis, because markets don't move on the same way, they don't move in the same pattern every day. So you need to also tailor your expectations in that way. Sure, you don't know, I don't know when such a strong trend day will come. Sure, we can forecast trending markets, but we cannot exactly say for sure how strong the trend will be even without a 0.25 0.5% pullback on an intraday basis. That's something no one can say, at least not consistently. It's not about, I'm not talking about the one lot or one time wonders here. So in such cases, when that is not a factor which we can accurately track and exploit to our benefit, sure, have a process, just don't have extraordinary expectations from the markets on a daily basis. And since we all, most of us, trade with trailing stops in place, when such a day comes, sure, we will do our best to position ourselves in such a way that we can capture a majority of the profits. But again, once this day ends, even tomorrow, don't try to have the same expectations from the markets, because that is what majority of the traders do, and they tend to give back all the profits they made on a trending day back to the market in the subsequent sessions, but also get into revenge trading, over trading, and give away a part of their capital to the market. So please don't be that guy. Please don't try not to be those kind of traders. Protect what you have made, because once you make something, once something comes into your account, it is yours, it is part of your capital. I hope this video was useful to you folks. If yes, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't joined my Telegram channel, please do so. The link is given in the description below, where I share my live market updates. If you have any questions, you can ping me in the Telegram channel, or you can ask me in the questions on YouTube. I will make sure to answer them. Thank you all, and see you tomorrow.